Hey guys, Mike here. So obviously if you're a Sofi shareholder, you're probably looking at your shares like this right here and thinking, my God, is this ever going to stop? Please put this fire out. And the truth is, I'm going to show you exactly what's happening with this. I mean, looking at, like we talked about when it went below 10, I told you it's a SPAC stock, whether you want to like that or not. If you don't understand what a SPAC stock is, please go look them up. But once they fall below 10, there is no levels of support. So especially going to a market like this, which is extremely volatile. But, the truth is we're going to look exactly what's going on with it. And then in a key important date that you need to put into your calendar, because this is going to be a crucial date for Sofi stock, okay? And so if you're getting out of this, hit the like and subscribe button. I really appreciate that. Notifications all. And let's go ahead and get into the charts first. And so, of course, you're looking at the chart and you're like, okay, there we are way up here. As soon as it broke below 10, and I'm trying to look, let's go ahead and scroll back and see exactly when we first went below 10. And I believe it was in March right there, beginning of March. And of course, we thought when the market turned around the 14th, bam, of course, $10 becomes resistance. You can see it bounced off of it. We broke through and like, yes, this is great. But then there's the other trend line. And so then from there on in, at the end of March, we haven't been anywhere close to 10, right? All we're doing right now since then is setting, lower low right here, lower low right here, lower low right here, another lower low, another lower low. And then of course today is another lower low, okay? And so that's a lot of lower lows. And so obviously we thought we had set support around with a 749 some of us are talking about. But now, of course, that will become resistance when we start to move back up. And, the key thing is you might be thinking, my God, what is going on? There must be horrible news out there for Sofi, right? And the funny thing is it's actually the opposite because, if you go to Yahoo Finance, you scroll down, you can read these headlines all you want. There isn't actually any like negative short reports or people saying dump the stock or, anything like that, which is kind of weird. I thought I found like some crazy stuff out there. And you just put it in Google. I mean, right here you see like buy Sofi stock despite the student loan moratorium. That was 15 hours ago. Risky not to own shares of Sofi stock, And then you think, well, there must be some more downgrades. I showed you that in the last video, where people were lowering the price targets. But you go down there, nope, not since 2 weeks ago, right? Nothing going on there at all. And so what is happening? And the truth is, it's nothing but guilt by association at this time. And we are still in this problem, which I have pointed out a couple times now. What happens when you add in the other fintech stocks? Look at them, how far they are down. Upstart, Square, PayPal, they're doing worse than Sofi is at this point in time. Lending Club's actually holding up pretty good today. But even when you go to the 5-day, you can see right there, the best performance so far is Lending Club. PayPal is a train wreck. Square is right above that. Sofi is right in the middle. And then here's what I'm talking about. Look what happens to PayPal this week. Look at this, all these price downgrades. Yesterday from 125 to 105, another one from 125 to 105, another one from 190 to 155, another one talks about the growth target being down, going from 20% to 15%. Then you got another one 7 days ago from 130 to 115. Then you go over to Square, also known as Block now, and we look what's going on this week with them. We scroll down. You got one that happened, ended up lowering it from 205 to 182 by Barclays. Then we go over here to Upstart, and you're looking going from 158 price target to 85. And so that is huge, right? I mean, all of these price downgrades for these fintechs, okay? And so it's kind of like a chain gang, right? How they were all, chained together at the ankles. Well, that is Sofi stock, right? It is chained to these other fintechs. And right now, again, fintech is definitely out of favor. Been out of favor for months. It's continued to be out of favor. And like I said, when you see one of them turn and start to move, you'll see most likely all of them turn and start to move, okay? And as long as they keep trending down, all of them are going to continue to trend down. And the date, which is critical coming up next week, which you have to watch, is April 27th. And why is that? Because PayPal reports on April 27th, and also Lending Club reports on April 27th. All the rest of these, including Sofi, will report in May. And that date is critical because if both those companies come out and they don't hit earnings, they downgrade the forecast, you can guarantee the whole lot of them is heading down. Okay, I think I've proven that by now. You can see it. And so you know, and if you don't believe that, guys, all you got to do is ask anybody who owns a stock that is in the streaming business. You see Netflix absolutely just cratered yesterday. It's down like 36% as of today. And when we add in other streaming networks, you got Disney, obviously on Hulu and Disney Plus and ESPN, Roku is another one. Warner Multimedia is another one, or Warner Brothers, excuse me. They have Discovery and all that. And you look at that right there, just from Netflix reporting, all of them are down today, anywhere from 3 to 5%, and they've reported nothing. They may report great subscriber numbers, but it doesn't matter. Just because they're a streaming service, they're going down along with Netflix. And this is not the only time this has happened. If we scroll back here, look what happened last time Netflix reported earnings. See what happened? Terrible earnings. They dropped. What happened to the other companies? They only went down that day. They went down for multiple days after this. Okay, and so it's guilt by association, and there's nothing you can do about it. You know, it's just like asking anybody who owns any semiconductor stock. It doesn't matter which one you own. You know, they're looking terrible, right? Even though you think they'll be up, they all have gone down together. They've all come up together, just all over the place. And so that's just the way it is right now. And so eventually, hopefully, one of these will break loose, and hopefully it'll be Sofi. Because again, as I said before, none of them are the same, right? They're all different business models. They're just lumped into the fintech group. And so, you know, right now, Lending Club, for whatever reason, I'm not investing in it, but they're holding up rather well compared to the other ones. But you see, it's really Square and PayPal that are taking the biggest brunt, right, of this whole thing. And so it can happen to anybody. And the fact that Sofi is a SPAC, right? I can't tell you enough about that. Go research if you don't know what SPACs do. But once they fall below 10, oof, it's brutal. It really is brutal. And so, you know, that's the thing to look at. And so hopefully, again, they start to build out support again, which they've started doing at 749 or whatever it was, and then drop below that today. And then, of course, looking at the market. So I did a video yesterday saying, you know, if the FANG stocks come out, plus Tesla and Microsoft, come out and report really good earnings, that can send the market higher, which, of course, will send pretty much anything tech higher, right? That includes fintech. And so Tesla reports after hours a day. You've actually already seen this by then. And so, you know, obviously this shouldn't be anywhere, not like Netflix at all. So a lot of people expect Tesla to beat earnings. And then you got Google and Microsoft, all of them coming up next week, right? And so, which everybody thinks they'll be fine. The only really question mark will be Facebook. But everybody expects the rest of those to beat, and that can absolutely pull everything up. So we'll have to see. You know, let me know in the comments what you're doing with your stock. If you add more, or you plan on getting to it at these prices, if you weren't in it, or if you just completely sold out of your stock. And so, anyway, I hope you got something out of this. Hit the like, subscribe button if you did. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.